that roars. We lead with courage and onward we go. We will lead with courage and onward we go.
My humble pranams to all Bhavanites. I thank Team WHTV for giving me this opportunity to come and interact with all of you. The year 2020 was the year of Corona. The moment this affliction hit us, a lot of us put our heads down, thinking that it will be difficult for us to push through and move towards with our lives. It may have taken us a month or two, but we at IES managed to pull off one of the best years of this school, just by using minimal equipments found at home. We have remained one of the most active schools because of our ability to keep moving forward in this time of adversity. In this difficult time, we have been able to perform regularly, and we wouldn't have been able to do it without our students, who are among the most talented and hardworking students that we have. After almost a year and a half, we can say that in the most difficult times, we can pull through with the best of our efforts. They say that every cloud has got a silver lining, but it is up to us to look at that silver part. We should have the eyes. We at IES took opportunity at the time of adversity, and we have reached till this time. And my message to my students at this juncture, when we are about to begin the new academic session, would be to look at the brighter side of everything. There is uncertainty for sure, but in that uncertainty also lies an opportunity. We have to make use of that opportunity. So keep looking at the brighter things. Don't look at the glass half empty, look at the glass half full. There is no room for stopping us. There is no time to lose for all things that we cannot do. There is all the time that we have for all the things that we can do. So my children, gear up for the new academic session with all vigor and vitality that you have. Let us make Team IES successful in all our endeavors, because without you, we cannot do anything. It is our teamwork that we have reached till here. So my best wishes to all the students for this new academic session, and a huge thanks to all the parent community who have stood with us as a strong pillar of support from the time of our inception. My gratitude goes to the management, our chairman, our principal, who have always guided us to move ahead and move forward. And I wish to thank all the teacher community of IES who also have risen to all the difficult occasions and have given their best. So Team IES, let's start with the new academic session with the great hopes of doing better than what we did last year. Thank you.
Spring is here. The weather is fair clear. There's cheer in the air. On this note, we'd like to share the final report of this academic year. Learning takes place either by asking questions or answering them, and questioning is a process that sparks discussion and encourages deeper thinking. To give this unique experience to our friends in grade 4, the 4th session of Meet the Expert Question to Question was arranged for them on 17th February 2021. The expert invited to lead the session was the veteran educationalist, the master interrogator himself, our revered chairman, Mr. N.K. Ramachandran Menon. The students asked many assorted but interesting questions and the expert aptly used the counter questions to lead them to the answers.
Hala February, the National and Liberation Day of Kuwait, was celebrated in a befitting manner on 23rd February 2021. The kindergarten students made beautiful collage of the national flag of Kuwait. A video presentation on Kuwait was shown to all the students. Students of grade 4 wrote about the interesting places in Kuwait. The best entries were sent to IIK Shukran Kuwait supplement.
With the objective of kindling interest in reading, the 5th session of Meet the Expert, christened Read, Lead, Succeed, was hosted on the virtual platform of Bhavans Kuwait on 27 February 2021. CA Divya Rajesh Ramachandran, the dynamic leader of Bhavans Middle East, the expert who led the session, equated reading to exploration. She opened the world of books before the children and gave them valuable tips on building their vocabulary as well.
Indian Education School, Bharati Vidya Bhavan Kuwait, celebrated the 15th annual day on February 27, 2021 in the most grandeur fashion. The 15th annual day was honored by the gracious presence of the chief guest, Dr. Jacob Thomas, IPS retired, former Director General of Vigilance and Anti-Corruption Bureau, Government of Kerala. In his address, he advised the students to choose their paths wisely instead of going with the fool multitude that choose by show, not learning more than the fond eye that teach.
Indian Educational School, Bhavans Kuwait, in its preparation to welcome the new batches of students for the session 2021-2022, organized an orientation program for the students and parents of grades 12 and 10 in the school's virtual auditorium on the 1st and 2nd of March 2021 respectively.
Bhavans, Indian Education School Kuwait grandly observed International Women's Day on March 8, 2021 in its virtual classrooms of grade 10 and 12. The theme of this year's celebration was Women in Leadership, Achieving an Equal Future in a COVID-19 World.
It was a proud moment for us as the Bhavanites once again proved their mettle by participating in the Teenager Talent Storytelling Competition 2020, organized by Everyone Star Entertainment, Mumbai, for the students of grades 1 to 12, with the objective of providing an opportunity for students to develop a deep fascination for Hindi.
Science International Forum Kuwait announced the results of the 7th edition of Shastra Pratibha contest on the National Science Day, February 28, 2021. Bhavans IES emerged as the winner of the coveted Acharya J.C. Bose Shastra Puraskar for the 6th time in succession, with 4 Shastra Pratibha title winners, 8 class toppers, and 36 outstanding performers.
Zinc Olympiad, an international Olympiad of value system, health and wellness, world's first Olympiad of its kind, was conducted online for students of grades 3 to 10 on February 13, 2021. 9 children from Indian Educational School emerged global winners in the February exam, competing against brilliant brains from more than thousands of schools all over the world.
We have great things happening in our sister concerns across Middle East. Bhavans Bahrain Indian School is riding high as the school is moving on to the status of senior secondary school. The school is well equipped for conducting classes for medical, non-medical, commerce and arts stream with varied options.
New innings unfurled at Bhavans Bahrain Indian School as the school hosted Bhavanadaya under the aegis of Bhavans Middle East, an inter-school competition for the emerging artists. 7 CBSE schools participated in the event. The competitions were a fusion of talent, imagination, creativity and alertness.
Bhavans Bahrain Indian School organized the annual awards ceremony virtually. The awards were given for inter-school competitions, 100% attendance and for achievements. The awards were distributed by the chief guest, Chairman, Bhavans Middle East, Mr. N.K. Ramachandran Menon, Vice Chairman, Mr. Suraj Ramachandran, and Directors, Mr. Himanshu Verma, Mrs. Ritu Verma, and Mrs. Divya Rajesh Ramachandran.
World Cancer Day was observed on 4th February 2021 at Bhavan's Smart Indian School to raise awareness for cancer and to encourage its prevention, detection and treatment.
Yet another spectacular theme of the week, Safety Day, was storied by the kindergarten kids of Bhavan's Smart Indian School on the 4th of February 2021. The idea was to bring a complete awareness about the safety-related issues that kids face in the present scenario.
Spring is a season of hope, not only for the farmers, but for the entire mankind. Being a season of rebirth, regrowth and renewal, it is a season of great hope and strength. And so, the kids of Bhavan's Smart Indian School also celebrated the Spring Day on 18th February 2021 virtually.
Bhavan's SIS wishes Happy 60th Kuwait National Day 2021. Students of Bhavan's Smart Indian School celebrated Kuwait's independence and liberation in 2021 and marked the respect and gratitude to Kuwait's love and care.
Bhavan's SIS celebrates 4th Annual Day Shrishti 2021. A journey of academic and co-curricular excellence, Smart Indian School celebrates the Annual Day 2020-21 magnificently. Students from grades 1 to 2 themed their cultural show as Pie in the Sky, and grades 3 to 11 themed it as This Too Shall Pass.
Understanding the importance of Mother Tongue Day, Pies in Abu Dhabi celebrated in its true sense on the virtual platform on 23rd March 2021.
The 10th edition of The Poetic Heart, an annual poetry symposium hosted by SGI Gulf in association with Dubai Knowledge Village and Dubai International Academic City, held on 11th February 2021, featured a budding poet of our school, Akshita Khanna of grade 11. The theme for this year was Invincible Spirit, Connecting Humanity, which was held on a digital platform.
Private International English School, Abu Dhabi, celebrated its 11th primary annual day on 20th February 2021. Srimati Divya Rajesh Ramachandran, Director of Bhavan's Middle East, graced the occasion as the chief guest. With the unshakable belief that life is a lot more beautiful than what we ever see, and believe, the primary wing of Bhavan's Abu Dhabi presented remarkable animated 3D movie called Abba, The Beautiful Voyage called Life, which turned out to be the highlight of the evening. That's all we have for this month.
With more exciting news, we will meet you again at WHTV next month.
Signing off from WHTV News Desk.
WHTV, where knowledge is turned into wisdom.
Thank you.
The very word examination produces a lot of stress, not just for examinees, not just for students, but even for teachers, parents, friends, etc. Why is it so? Is there a way to overcome the stress and fear? Well, let me help you with a few tips that will definitely help you face examinations with confidence. It all begins in your mind. It is your thought that makes you. So the most important thing is to have a positive attitude, because positivity leads to success. And studies have shown that positive affirmations can help reduce exam stress by reducing adrenaline levels, because when you are under stress, the adrenaline level in your body increases. It leads to increase in blood pressure, and there are so many changes taking place in your body. You can try these positive affirmations. You can speak to yourself, I'm going to excel in this exam. I'm getting better at taking exams. I enjoy studying. I know I will be able to do my best. In order to build these positive thoughts in yourself, you need to prepare yourself. So begin early and space out your studying. Starting early with your exam preparation will give you ample time to review everything you have already studied. So do not leave anything for the last moment and make sure you understand your subject thoroughly. This will make revision much easier. So first, note down how many subjects you have and the days when you have to take the exams. Then make your study schedule accordingly. And very important is to follow the schedule. Organize your study materials before you start the session. It helps with overcoming distractions. So before sitting down to prepare for your exams, make sure everything around you is organized. Remove all clutter. You should have enough space around you to keep your notes and textbooks. Also, you need to ensure that your chair is comfortable, there is enough lighting in your room, and that there is nothing around you that might distract you, like video games or your mobiles. Have specific goals for each study session. For each study session, set yourself a goal to keep track of what you're doing or revising. Manage your time, which is very important. And for this, you can make a timetable which will help you to manage time effectively. You can follow the Pomodoro technique, where you divide your work with time limits. So what you can do is, set a timer for 25 minutes, start your revision. While you're at your work, if a distraction pops into your head, write it down on a piece of paper and return to your work. When the buzzer rings at the end of 25 minutes, put a check mark on your paper. So you have completed one task, which is one increment, which is also called as a Pomodoro. Now you can take a 5-minute break. Now during this break, you can check the distractions that popped into your head. You can stretch, grab a cup of tea or coffee, etc. So you continue like this. So after 4 Pomodoros, you take a 30-minute break. Now you repeat the cycle again. This is something which works very effectively. Next is, you can note down your study goals as soon as you start with your study session, or you can set them at the end of the session for the next one. So here are a few examples of study goals that you can set. You can say, I will work through at least 5 equations, or I will go through and summarize chapters 5 and 6, or I'm going to complete my map study this session. You can also make a doubt and mistake notebook. So when you revise, you can go through this notebook that you have made and see if all the doubts and mistakes which you had have been cleared and you've been able to overcome them. You can also make use of diagrams and flowcharts while you revise. And the best thing that will help you to understand, to retain what you have studied is to describe your answers to others. You can start describing the answers that you have prepared to your family members, maybe your siblings, because this is going to help you retain things and know the areas where you are lacking and need more work. Because if you have to describe something to others, you must be sure of it. So you will be able to understand the concepts because you're going to help somebody else. Another tip is to identify your learning style, because learning styles can be different for different individuals. You must also understand when you are most productive and alert. For some it is early mornings, for some it is late night. Your learning style will help you to know what are the best ways to prepare for an examination. For instance, if you are an auditory learner, you may benefit from recording your notes and then listening to them later. Or you can even listen to lecture recordings. On the other hand, if you are a visual learner, pictures and diagrams can help you remember. So explore what your learning style is so that you can memorize significant facts and understand key concepts. And identify the best time for you when you are most alert. And next is to eat healthy. Eat a balanced diet. Don't eat too much, neither too little. And rest. Rest is important. Your brain also requires rest because it helps it to perform better. You can apply some relaxation techniques. Eliminate exam stress by practicing breathing exercises or meditation. Breathing exercises will help calm your nerves and increase focus and concentration. Studies have demonstrated that deep breathing reduces stress levels. Are you anxious about exams? Well, when you get into the examination hall or once you get your question paper, before you start reading it, all you need to do is to take a few deep breaths and ignore negative thoughts and believe in yourself. So remember, good habits create successful people. So all the best for your examinations. Thank you.
My name is Lakshmi Nanda Madhusudanan and I study in 10th grade in Indian Educational School, Kuwait. Today, I'll be showing you how to do this painting.
Shadow play, also known as shadow puppetry, is an ancient form of storytelling and entertainment which uses flat, articulated cutout figures, shadow puppets, which are held between a source of light and the translucent screen. The cutout shapes of the puppets sometimes include translucent color or other types of detailing. Various effects can be achieved by moving both the puppets and the light source. Today, I am going to narrate a Jharkhand folk tale using my mini shadow theatre. This is a cross-curricular activity in which I have used the concept of formation of shadows that I have learned in the EVS chapter, Light and Sound. Chand and Suraj. This is the story of the sun and the moon prevailing in the state of Jharkhand. Both Chand and Suraj were residing in their own place. They had several wives and children. One day, Chand told Suraj, "Though we are busy in following God's orders, I want to visit your house. Suraj accepted Chand's proposal and he came to Suraj's house the next day. For the feast, Suraj made a lot of goodies. His wife and children welcomed Chand. Chand had a nice feast. The next day, Suraj went to Chand's house, but Suraj was not given the grand reception as Chand was given. Suraj was not applauded as Chand was applauded, and so Suraj got angry. He took one big stick and started running after Chand. Chand took his wives and children and started running towards a big mountain. As a result, in front of him was darkness and behind him was light. This is a depiction of the formation of day and night. It is said that Suraj is still chasing Chand, and he says that the day I catch Chand, he will be killed and the whole world will be finished. Thank you.
Welcome to the third episode of Masala Cafe, the talk show segment of WHTV, where knowledge is turned into wisdom. In this episode, we introduce 4 students of Bhavan's Kuwait who have successfully utilized the power of social media platform to flaunt their finest flares. Remember, if you got it, flaunt it. That is what they have done. We have 4 social media stars lined up in the horizon of WHTV today. They are not mere social media stars of IAS, but they are also very passionate about their God-given talents and skills. Let me have the pleasure and privilege of introducing these stars to you. Good morning and welcome everyone to the third episode of Masala Cafe. So we have all these 4 social media stars, and the youngest of the lot, it is Seraphin Freddy here. This is Apsa Mary Romi. And on my right hand side here, this is Arya Anil Kumar. And we have a virtual English teacher, a very well known YouTuber, that is Reina Mary John. So the first question, it's not a question actually, Seraphin. Seraphin, being the youngest of the lot, she's an excellent, a very talented singer. So you say that seeing is believing, right? This time, it is not seeing is believing. This is listening to is believing. So Seraphin, let us enchant our viewers with a fantastic song. Are you ready? First, Seraphin, you may introduce yourself, and then let's rock with a beautiful, melodious song. Right, go ahead. Any choice, okay? Any song of your choice. But just for a minute. Go ahead, sir.
Hi, I'm Seraphin Freddy and I'm studying in class 5G. I'm passionate and interested in music and have been learning music for the past 5 years. I would like to sing a song called Bolere Papi by Vani Jairam. Bole re papi hara, bole re papi hara, nit man tar se, nit man pyasa, nit man pyasa, nit man tar se, bole re papi hara, bole re papi hara, bole re papi hara.
Thank you, Seraphin. What a song rendered by great Vani Jairam. Moving on, we have a very talented actor with us, and she is none other than Aksa Mary Romy of 10A. Aksa, how would you like to showcase your talents to the viewers?
Hi, my name is Aksa Mary Romy, studying in grade 10, and I would love to showcase my talent by doing a dub smash from the film Rush Hour 3.
May I help you?
We'll be asking the questions, old man. Who are you?
You.
No, not me, you.
Yes, I am you.
Just answer the damn questions. Who are you?
I have told you.
Are you deaf?
No, you is blind.
I'm not blind, you blind.
That is what I just said.
You just said what?
I did not say what. I said you.
That's what I'm asking you.
And you is answering.
Shut up! You!
Yes?
Not you, him! What's your name?
Me.
Yes, you!
I am me. He's me. And I'm you.
Aksa, that is very interesting. Very nice. Well done.
Thank you, sir.
Now, I would like to introduce a TikToker who is followed by a whopping 6,000 and counting followers. She is Arya Anil Kumar of grade 10. Arya is passionate about creative makeup. Arya, now it is your turn to introduce yourself to our viewers.
Thank you. Hi everyone, my name is Arya Anil Kumar and I am a makeup artist. That's pretty much it. For me, makeup is not something I do to feel pretty. It's an art form. My canvas is my face and I channel my passion through TikTok.
Hey, want to listen to some tunes?
Yo, MF Doom.
Suddenly you call my name and I lose my brain and I float up to the moon.
Thank you, Arya. Last but not like the rest, it is Reina Mary John, my student, of course. These three are my students. Right. She is a YouTube English teacher. She has nearly 2,000 virtual students who follow her on YouTube to perfect their grammar and writing skills. Reina, now introduce yourself to the viewers of WHTV Masala Cafe.
Hello everyone, I'm Reina Mary John and I'm truly honored to be here. I run a YouTube channel where I discover and explore the nuances of English and English grammar. English is my passion and so is teaching. So I thought it would be fun to mix both of them and become a virtual teacher on YouTube.
All right, thank you, Reina. So all of you are, all of these students are very well known in the realm of social media. Now, back to square one and first question to Seraphin. Seraphin, are you ready?
Yes.
Seraphin, when did you start singing? And who is your guru?
I started learning music and started singing at the age of 5. Currently, my guru is Chandrasekharan sir. And my first music guru was Sujita ma'am.
Okay, next question to you. Which genre of music do you like to sing?
I'm mostly fond of old songs, especially semi-classicals and melodies.
Semi-classical and melodies, right? Let me ask you, which is your favorite raga? See, actually, I'm not good at ragas and all. I don't know anything about raga and all. I'm just asking you, which is your favorite raga?
Amrita Varshini is my favorite raga.
Pardon? Which one?
Amrita Varshini.
Amrita Varshini. Okay. Now, one more question to Seraphin. Who is your favorite singer?
My favorite singer is Lata ji.
Oh, great Lata ji. Lata Mangeshkar. Wow. She is my favorite singer as well. So, Seraphin, would you mind singing at least 2 lines of any song rendered by great Lata ji?
I would like to sing Mere Naina, which is sung by Lata ji. Mere Naina savan bhado, fir bhi mera man pyasa, fir bhi mera man pyasa. Ho, ho.
Seraphin, do you know that this song has a male version sung by Kishore Kumar?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Seraphin. I will get back to you in a while. Aksa, Mary, Romy. Aksa, you made me laugh with those YouTube videos. Actually, YouTube comedy videos. Who motivated you to go ahead with your YouTube videos? Is that your dad, your mom, or your friends?
Thank you, sir. I have a huge support from my parents, my friends, as well as my teachers, especially my class teacher, Mr. E.P. Prasad, sir. He is a big motivator for me, and like when I upload a trailer in the WhatsApp chat, he doesn't have the patience. He asked me to upload that original video at that right moment itself. So I'm really happy for that.
Aksa, it is often said that it is very easy to make people cry. I mean, regarding the actors. They can make people cry very easily, but it's very difficult for an actor to make people laugh. And you have been exceptionally successful at making your viewers laugh till their tummies hurt. So what do you have to say about this?
Thank you, sir, once again for the compliment. I actually choose videos from everyday life instances and also add a bit of humor to it. I also make sure that my content too relates my viewers' lives so that they can enjoy it. And as I told before, my father is a person who reviews my content. My parents are my biggest supporters as well as my criticizers from the viewer's point. So taking that as a positive feedback, I correct my mistakes, and then that's how I upload it and people enjoy my video.
Okay, Aksa, what is the general feedback that you have received from your viewers? And how has that helped you fine-tune your skills? I mean, your acting.
I have got a lot of positive feedbacks from my viewers about my content as well as my acting skills, and that has motivated me to do more content videos and also improve my acting. I would like to share that one of my videos about confidence inspired a lot of people, and after a friend of mine displayed it to a rehabilitation center. Those kids were people who didn't know what confidence was or how to gain confidence.
Okay, thank you, Aksa. I will get back to you also. I have one more question to you also. But now, Arya. Now, Arya, TikTok has always been a controversial platform. US and Indian governments have ordered Apple and Google to remove TikTok app from their respective Play stores. What is your view about this ban on TikTok? Is that justified or is not justified? Or do you think it is a politically motivated decision? Or is it detrimental to the interests of the nation?
Why is TikTok banned? Why is TikTok banned in India? It's because of the rivalry between China and India. Personally, I don't think this ban should have been executed. Because A, it takes a lot of hard work and time to build a platform. And there were tons of creators and influencers who deserve their platform and work so hard for their platform. And just to have it erased, it just makes them feel like it was not worth of their time. And B, a lot of people depend on TikTok for entertainment purposes and the other 58 Chinese apps that they deleted.
Arya, TikTok has helped many performers to enter the mainstream entertainment industry, right? I have a few names. They are Avaneet Kaur, Garima Chaurasia, Ashika Bhatia. These are a few examples. Do you have any plans to enter the mainstream entertainment industry after your education?
Yes, actually, I've thought about it a lot. One time I was scrolling through my comment section and I found this particular comment that said, "Here before you get famous." And then it hit me. What if I actually do get famous? Would I have to juggle 2 jobs? Would I have to quit my other job altogether? And it's going to be extremely careful. We have to be extremely careful. It's going to be extremely difficult because you have to watch what you say or watch what you do, because if you say something or do something without thinking it through, you can make a lot of enemies. It's like walking on a very thin, slippery sheet of ice.
All right. Thank you, Arya. Now, Reina, it is your turn. Reina, you have chosen something unique. I know you are a Cavalier because you are in my Gavels Club. and you are a budding public speaker, you like public speaking, table topics and all. What made you choose teaching teaching of English as your USP on YouTube? I mean, there are dime a dozen English teachers on YouTube. And what makes your show unique? I'm sure that the viewers want to know about that.
Thank you for the question. And to be honest, starting a YouTube channel wasn't a spur of the moment idea. I didn't just decide one fine day that I'm going to start and become an English teacher. It took quite a lot of consideration on my part, and when I finally did decide on English, it was because I felt confident in my abilities. That I felt confident that I could properly teach someone and they would be able to learn something from me. And that is why I began to teach English. And my videos are unique, I will say that without any doubt. And that's because I'm a student. I am still in the process of learning English, and I feel like when you are a student and then you teach other students, it is more impactful because you're teaching them the way you have learned the topic. You're teaching them in the way that you've understood a topic. And yes, there are a dime a dozen English teachers on YouTube, and a very quick Google search proves it. But so many of them are well adults, and so many of them just so happen to be overcomplicating very simple topics. I don't want to do that. My goal is to give you videos, to give you instructions and to teach you in a way that's both simple and efficient. And plus, I'm a student.
I get it. You mean a student understands another student better. So do you interact with your virtual students? Tell us something about your interaction with your students, out of curiosity, because I'm a teacher. So I want to know, how do you interact with your students? Do you ask them questions?
Well, to be honest, it's only been a couple months since I have started my YouTube channel, so there hasn't been much traction. However, I have gotten the opportunity to interact with some of my virtual students through a virtual platform. Very occasionally, I will receive messages or emails asking me to review sentences or paragraphs and tell them what's wrong, what may or may not be wrong, and to just explain a few grammar topics for them. And even then, I try my level best to explain a topic. And very, very rarely, I will get comments on my videos asking me to teach them a topic for the next video. And some of the videos on my channel are actually products of such requests.
Lena, do you like grammar?
Yes.
We will see about that in the English class, okay?
I will do just fine.
Now, we are going to wind up the show. But before that, I have one question for each. And I want a quick response from you. I will be asking questions to 3 of you, except Seraphin. Seraphin, I have some other task for you. Right. Okay. Arya, do you remember any particular comment from your viewers that either motivated you or demotivated you? Wait, would you like to share your response with us?
Yes, I would. Beginning when I was starting, my makeup looks were questionable because I was new to all of this social media, makeup and everything. So where I would get a lot of hate comments, I would get so many, and it was overwhelming at the time. But then when I was scrolling through, I saw this one big paragraph on how I should stay strong and I shouldn't listen to the haters and I should just persevere. And that really, really motivated me a lot. And for a demotivated comment, I just don't care anymore. Because why waste time on a person who finds joy hurting other people?
Okay. Now, Reena, out of curiosity again, because now you have 1,500 plus students, right? Nearly 2,000 students. I don't have that many, okay? Right. Now, the question is that would you like to choose teaching as your career later?
Not really. English is a passion, and I like to take my passions very slowly. I like to be able to do it in my own time. So I find that being a virtual teacher is the best choice for me. And I don't want to disgrace the profession of an actual teacher. I do not feel that I have the devotion of a proper teacher. I do not feel that I have their skills, their level of devotion to their subject. I feel like if I actually ended up stepping into the shoes of a teacher, I don't think I'll be able to do justice to either the profession or my students.
I get it. In other words, my passion is different, my career will be different, right?
Yes.
Fantastic. That is it is called pragmatism, it is called practical. Right. Aksa,
Yes, sir.
would you like to choose, would you like to choose acting as your career?
Definitely.
Or are you going to say something like Reina said, career is different, passion is different?
No, definitely I would love to choose acting as my career because this is not my profession but my passion, and I would love to explore more about this field and looking forward for more opportunities about this field, and I love what I'm doing.
Okay, fine. Very practical answer indeed. Fine. All right. Now, Serafin, as I told you, no question. But I would like you to sing your favorite song. Which is your favorite song?
I would like to sing Pularkala Sundara by Chitra ma'am.
By?
Chitra ma'am.
Okay. K.S. Chitra's Pularkala Sundara Swapnam, right? A Malayalam beautiful melody. Right. Go ahead, Serafin.
പുലർക്കാല സുന്ദര സ്വപ്നത്തിൽ ഞാനൊരു പൂമ്പാറ്റയായി ഇന്നു മാറി. വിണ്ണിലും മണ്ണിലും പൂവിലും പുല്ലിലും വർണ്ണച്ചിറകുമായി പാറി. പുലർക്കാല സുന്ദര സ്വപ്നത്തിൽ ഞാനൊരു പൂമ്പാറ്റയായി ഇന്നു മാറി. നീരദശ്യാമള നീലനഭസ്സുരു ചാരു സരോവരമായി. നീരദശ്യാമള നീലനഭസ്സുരു ചാരു സരോവരമായി. ചന്ദ്രനും സൂര്യനും താരാഗണങ്ങളും എൻ്റെ വരങ്ങളായി മാറി. ചന്ദ്രനും സൂര്യനും താരാഗണങ്ങളും എൻ്റെ വരങ്ങളായി മാറി. പുലർക്കാല സുന്ദര സ്വപ്നത്തിൽ ഞാനൊരു പൂമ്പാറ്റയായി ഇന്നു മാറി.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the third episode of WHTV Masala Cafe. WHTV, where knowledge is turned into wisdom. Until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of His hand. Bye-bye and have a great day.
Gratitude can increase a child's wellness, increase better sleeps, increase metabolism and lessen stress. It directly impacts exam results and student interaction. With student appreciation, you are not only boosting performance and engagement, but also the students' well-being and health. By implementing gratitude into our school culture, Bhavanites are more willing to spread their positive feelings with others. Whether it is helping out with a project or taking time to notice and recognizing those that have gone the extra mile. Welcome back to Flame of Fame with Hima Nirmal, and you are watching WHTV, where knowledge is turned into wisdom. Creating an engaged alumni network is important as they are much more likely to want to give back something. That That could be, for example, by coming back and sharing their experiences with prospective and current students. There are no better ambassadors for your school than your alumni. Today, we have two of them with us. They are Krisa Marin Uman and Dr. George John. Krisa Marin Uman has always carved a niche for herself while she was with Bhavans Kuwait. She won plaudits in Model United Nations contest in GCC and abroad. She represented IES and went on to score an impressive 76th position in the World School Debate Contest held in Slovenia in 2015. She says she owes her public speaking skills to IES. She also was a CBSE topper of IES. She lives now in Florida. She has won many prizes in MUNs and debates organized by educational institutions and organizations in Florida. She is pursuing her higher studies in University of Florida and aspires to enter United States Foreign Affairs. Welcome, Krisa. We are indeed excited to welcome you to Bhavan's Flame of Fame WHTV show. Well, Krisa, I know that you are interested in MUNs and debates. Can you tell us something about your achievements in the US?
Thank you, ma'am. I am very grateful to you for having chosen me for this program, and I'm super excited to share my experiences. It's only been a while since I came to the US, almost 2 years, and I've participated in a few debates and model UNs. Talking about achievements, by God's grace, I got the Outstanding Delegate Award in the Security Council for role-playing United Kingdom in Florida Model United Nations 2020, which is a collegiate conference. So it is an intercollegiate competition. And I also got the Best Delegation Award for the Best Double Delegation in General Assembly First for role-playing the Kingdom of Jordan for South Region Model United Nations 2020 Atlanta. But I would say one of my biggest achievements of last year was moderating Crossfire 2020 debate in Kuwait from the US.
Wow, that's cool. Congratulations. Krisa, how do you compare the schooling in Kuwait and the US? What are the main differences and what are the similarities?
So the educational system in India and US have their own features and they're unique in their own ways. But the Indian system is more regressive, it's more theory oriented and it's less exploratory as compared to the US, which is more practical, which is more progressive and which is more exploratory. Talking about the differences, there are a couple of different factors to consider. First of all, it's the setting, then the academic programs and the extracurricular options. In terms of setting, the Indian education system, the students have their own classrooms and not the teachers. But in the US system, the teachers have their own classrooms and not the students. And so students have to go from one classroom to the next after every class period throughout their day. And in terms of academic programs, studies are just a routine in India. And students don't have a say in what they can choose until they reach the 11th or 12th grade, which is also limited options. Except for a few classes like art, music, dance, they really don't have a say until they reach the 11th and 12th grade. But in the US system, there are a variety of academic programs, especially when you come to high school, which is 9th to 12th, like general, honors, advanced placement, early college. And students can also take a variety of classes from these programs. It's not like, oh, students have to just follow one path in their high school. They can choose a variety of different classes from each of these programs. The goal in the US system, especially in high school, is just to fulfill the number of classes that the state requires you to take. So each subject has like specific number of classes that a student has to take, but they don't specify what classes we have to take. And in terms of extracurricular options, US is a little bit more varied as compared to India. And here I've witnessed classes like photography, pottery, graphic design, gaming, theater, animal sciences, etc. And the list just goes on. about similarities, I would say that both the systems have produced great leaders in the world, although I would like to admit that the Indian system could have been more exploratory so that students can actually look at their inner talents and sharpen a variety of different skill sets rather than just be constricted to a few skill sets, and they can also pursue a variety of different careers.
Wow, very well done. Now the million-dollar question. How has Bhavans helped you in shaping who you are today?
I would say that Bhavans has played a pivotal role in sharpening my skills, in widening the scope of opportunities I got, and led me to some wonderful teachers and friends which have all shaped me as an individual. I could learn responsibility, teamwork, organization, and leadership through my time in Bhavans, which have all helped me in my endeavors in the US and will definitely help me in my life too. I owe a lot to this institution, to all of my teachers and all of my friends who were always there to support me during my time in the Bhavans.
Thank you, Krisa. Thank you so much for spending your precious time with us. Now let us meet Dr. Arun George. He is an alumni of IES who graduated in 2014 as a batch topper in biology, an avid reader of books and lover of language. His interests were further kindled and nurtured in IES, enabling him to grow as a writer and eventually a public speaker. Dr. Arun, looking back, what are your fond memories of Bhavans Kuwait?
Well, my fondest memories of Bhavans, I mean, where would I start and where would I stop? Because there were just so many. But if I had to share a select few, I would definitely say every single class that we had in the debate and elocution club, because that is where I learned the skills as well as the confidence that I needed for my public speaking journey. And I also remember being the MC for many school events. And I enjoyed being the MC for the sports day the most. That was the most fun experience I've had in school. Then I also fondly remember every single learning session that we had, wherein our school would bring in the most knowledgeable and most accomplished individuals from many different fields. And I fondly remember always coming back home every day and feeling so fulfilled, so enlightened, and just so happy every single day. So yeah, never was there a dull day in my life in Bhavans.
It's really true, a moment lasts all of a second, but the memory lives on forever. Now the viewers would like to know, how has Bhavans shaped you as an individual? And your message to our young viewers, please.
So dear students, my message to you would be that as long as you are a student at Bhavans, you never have to worry about anything in your life, because the only goal of the teachers as well as your parents is your success and your well-being. So have complete and utter faith in your teachers as well as your parents. Make the utmost use of all the time and the resources that you have as students of Bhavans, because once the time is gone, you can never get it back. So make sure you take every opportunity to participate in every competition, to attend every conference, every talk, and just be very active in class. Interact with your teachers as much as possible. Do not be hesitant to approach them with any of your doubts, be it academic or non-academic. And I'm sure that all of you will pass out with flying colors.
Once W.H. Auden said, a doctor, like anyone else who has to deal with human beings, each of them unique, cannot be a scientist. He is either like the surgeon, a craftsman, or like the physician and the psychologist, an artist. This means that in order to be a good doctor, a man must also have a good character. And Dr. Arun, you have that special, precious gift with you. Once again, congratulations, Bhavanites. Now we have come to the end of today's session. It is always good listening to the valuable experiences of others to make a better version of ourselves. Once you get the thread, you get to use your time effectively by making wiser decisions, and your life happens to get a whole new perspective. On this note, Signing off, this is WHTV and you are watching Flame of Fame with Himanam. Let the noble thoughts come to us from all sides. Thank you.